Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. And in the last episode, guys, we started a brand new cycle. We were able to get a lot of the items that we were looking for. We're waiting for the Dr. Sabine to acquire the stabilizer that we need for our long-term health. But in the meantime, we were able to explore more of this area of this station, and we've got 5 drives that need to be completed here. We've got a lot to do. So let's go ahead and get to it. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to head to Dragos' yard. And we need to go ahead and help our buddy here. It looks like we only need to do this like 2 or 3 more times. So we've got the repeatable action of manual salvage. Let's go ahead and start that action. It's a 50-50 chance, considering the fact that our endure is not particularly good, but it is safe, so there's not a whole lot of risk to it. Hey, there we go. Good. Good. We basically need to finish this before this finishes. And we get a little bit of money as well, so we'll go ahead and take it. Now we've got the shipyards. Assist a shipbuilder. We can haul materials. Okay, that one's risky. And is this about building a ship mine? We've heard talk of a fabricator owned by the Ord Exchange. Well, this could work too. The danger, we could always do that for a 50%. Let's go ahead and look at everything else that we have to do here in terms of our actions. Okay, empty container. We got the dock. Oh, what's going on with our mercenary friend? Rewire drones. So this is critical action, repeatable action. So this is definitely in our wheelhouse. There is one thing I do want to check. So we ate and got our dice available, but then when the new cycle started, we actually consumed and lost dice. So do we need to go ahead and like eat in the mornings? And see if maybe... Let's go ahead and check the stall. Yeah, 15 cryo. Let's go ahead and get some food. See if that unlocks dice for us. Okay, plus 333 energy, fungus fan, love it. And no, that didn't unlock dice for us. Well, we gotta spend money to get stuff unlocked. I'm alright with that. Stall is fine. Here at the hardware exchange, sell components. Ord Exchange is always hungry for new hardware. And we don't have any scrap yet, do we? Play the exchange, which is risky. Alright, that seems to be the Overlook bar. Let's go ahead and throw in some rations there. Get a drink. Just start making a lot of connections and friends and maybe some enemies here. I don't know what's going to happen with these docks opening up. I guess it may scrap with old wrecks. Maybe more opportunity to get scrap. Okay. So, I want to hold off on my money. We'll head to the shipyard. We will Let's haul materials. Put our high dice in. Hey! Yard hand and some energy. Oh, we actually got energy for that. Huh. A ration pack and some well-worn advice. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And still, that gets us our foot in the door. Now we've got one good dice available. I suppose if we're going to be doing anything with that... Wait, what was the thing that we actually had stats in? Unlock that. We don't have the item. Wait, hold on. Okay, there. I remember. We gotta help our merc friend. Aha! And this is what we're good at. Critical action. Rewire the drones. Ankita has a couple of glitched repair drones in storage. If you can rewire them, they can repair the ambergris for you. The ambergris is in a delicate condition. It'd be all too easy to push it over into a cascading collapse. So if we fail these, it'll actually be a big problem. One ship shape per cycle. Neat. So then we just do that every so often and that'll fix her up. Cool. Well, I believe that is everything that we can do this cycle. No data or anything. It's time for another vision. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparks with glittering lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the glow flow. Between the threads you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, then leaping off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There's so many layers, so many loops that it begins almost impossible to parse. But you begin to try. Focus on the threads or focus on the nodes. The nodes seem to be where all the threads are going, so I think out of these two, the nodes would be the one to make the most sense. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all of this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle, dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse inside, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied around you. Ooh, the first or the second? The first. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They're in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. Fun. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. Someone out there is tracking you, following your trail. It won't be long before they arrive. Neat. Can't wait. Tutorial, the cloud. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud of the Eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful. These networks are old and strange. Click the Eye button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. Oh. Okay, that's pretty cool. So there's a gate here? Slot Haven Age Cipher. This gate keeps traffic out of the Haven Age shipyard's internal network. The correct cipher can grant you access. Okay. I would figure being an operator, this would definitely give us some advantages. Keynode. Tutorial data actions. Data actions allow you to extract data from the networks of the Eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your die to the one displayed on the right action. If you have a +1 or +2 modifier in the interface skill, you will be given more possible dice to match. You can use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Once unlocked, the data can be extracted. So this is giving us more stuff to do that we use our dice with, and we get into a little bit of trouble with everyone else. Solheim Gate. Different ciphers. Keynode. Last cycle access timestamp is 1,000 cycles ago. Haven Age Agent. The Haven Age member is broadcasting on the open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. I mean, we've got all of those. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and let's back out here and look at our progress with everything else, because I feel like this is important. Okay, Sabine's going to be done here in just a little bit. We still only have 10 cryo to our name. We need some money. Time to help pay off a debt. Hull dissection. I say we go ahead and use our... Well, wait, before we do anything there... Looks like we come back. There's nothing here to actually make this go away. Still grounded. Good. We can't do that again, but that just means that this is going to get done in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cycles. We probably are going to have to come back here and help repair it a little bit sooner than that. And then the docks are going to be open. Probably, I would say, opening new paths into the station? Okay. The Dragos Yard. Manual salvage. Let's go. Alright, cool. 3 to go there. We're definitely going to get Dragos out of this situation, I think. That gave us 10. Let's go ahead and go to the bar. Six cryo. Well, we can spend 16 right now. I don't know how much food this is actually going to do. Wait, it's 15, right? To get something from the stall. It is. Ugh. How are we doing there? We need to do that 3 more times. The exchange. May have to play the exchange to get some good money. We also... No, that's the ship mind. Okay, this is where that happens. We'll have to come back when we have some decent coin. The being a regular at the bar doesn't take that much. We just have to do that one more time. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Got our energy back. I'm still wondering how we get these dice unlocked. I don't know if I missed something, but that's... knowing me, that's completely feasible. But what do we want to do here? Oh, a Yatagan agent. Some gang enforcers' implants are chirping out comm signals. Time to see what they're talking about. So I'm wondering what those do compared to the nodes. This node pulses faintly as it mines cryo at a glacial pace, abandoned by the hacker who repurposed it. Okay, so that's just how we get some money. This node is orbited by the remains of a corporate countermeasure broken long ago by hackers. That one required the highest skill check, I believe. Data here is part of a cache tucked away in the collapse. Who hid this and for what purpose? So I'm thinking we need to definitely hack into one of the Haven Age broadcasting on the open network. What about this other one? What are you doing? Explain yourself. Alright. What you doing there? Neutral outcome, Haven Age data. A cache of raw data from Haven Age hardware. So, I wonder what we do with that. Do we just sell that, maybe? Keynode, can't do that. And this one will probably just get us some coin, which I am alright with. Oh, 5 cryo. Neat. And an encrypted key. So that's how we get these tools. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread, strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. Oh, it actually said a taste. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown, astringent, processing. Let's go ahead and stay still. I don't think resisting would probably help in this case. Oh man, phalanges. Hunter, a sentient protocol unraveling. Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it's a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It's blinding for a moment, and then it's gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, but there is no ground here to pace on. Entity, identify, origin, serial, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Sleeper, S and ARP.
Unknown. Known.
The figure's strange head rotates.
Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface.
As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Nani? Stop? The figure halts its threads, its head twitching.
Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience?
I'm a person.
Incorrect. You are an entity.
All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision.
You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock.
Hunter shimmers with fury.
I will find access. I will interface.
Sealed dock?
An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet.
Hunter extends a razor-edged thread.
I will not be diverted from my task.
It glows with murderous intent. Strike. You lash out with all of your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing, a spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, and separates. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. Okay, well then, we need to be very careful. Well, progress is being made. I'm not sure how good or bad it is, but we are, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and, we just had a rough experience. Let's have a drink. And put some cryo. Get this taken care of. Hey, energy, Overlook regular. So maybe that gets us some stuff. Oop. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, Hunt, the spacer calls across the low room. What are you doing here? Playing human. We're going to ignore him. For right now, at least. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out! The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could breach the wall and vent you all into hard vacuum. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. Catch. You reach up a hand and the glass shatters across your forearm, showering you in fragments. Through the haze of glass and Girol vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes across the bar like thunder. Oh, she doesn't take any crap. Now, flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it's cleared, and a fresh measure of Girol is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol and a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. That was an ambitious catch. She smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Watch her. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So, you been on the eye long? Just arrived. I thought so. I've only seen you here a couple of times. A splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere to be, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much and the company is limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. And if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, Sleeper. Here. She slides the glass of your roll to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still on the glass. Wait. Does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out. She laughs. Just don't sit here too long. I'd hate to see you become a real regular. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does, and before long is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction, and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the Garol. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that pronunciation. The earthy fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old, feels good. You know what? I think those were chits well spent. Alright guys, well, we are definitely working our way through some of these things. What we're going to do here is, let's see, actions unavailable. I thought that was going to start cycling forward, but maybe it's going to take next turn for that to really start going. But it looks like Sabine may have our stabilizer acquired in the next cycle, so we will figure out what happens. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm still really digging this. If you guys like the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.